Hello, and welcome back to Ask Alan about low-carb cocktails. We're going to do another in the series of Cedar Ridge Distillery whiskeys and bourbons and single malts and all of the great things that they have. This week is going to be on what they release each year. It's a little different each year, but it's their Sir Maple. Stay with me as we check into this great bourbon and make a great cocktail with it. Hello and welcome back to Ask Alan about low-carb cocktails. Each year, Cedar Ridge puts out, or most years at least, a Sir Maple. And this is one of their base bourbon product that has been finished in a maple barrel. Sometimes it tastes great. Sometimes it may not taste as good. I've had some maple whiskeys that I didn't like. Unfortunately, some of them will just put maple syrup in their bourbons and whiskeys, and that really tastes terrible. But I've heard that this year's, at least Cedar Ridge, or this last year's, it was in the fall when they come out with it, and this was the 2025 release of Sir Maple, and I heard that it was pretty good, so I went ahead and thought, I'm going to get it this year, and I'm going to try it. So now it's 26 in the middle of the year, and I'm finally getting around to trying it. This is something, again, that they normally release in the fall on the years that they've released it. I don't know if they've done that each year or just some years. So the way that they do this is they take their normal bourbon aging process and they transfer that into an ex-bourbon barrel that previously held 100% pure maple syrup. And that's but if that had been in there for no less than 6 months, then they use those barrels to put their bourbon in to finish it. And that adds a subtle maple essence. The Sir Maple is occasionally released in the fall. I guess not every year, but I've seen it a few years. And this is the first one I decided to grab, so we're going to check this out. You can sometimes still find this on the shelves, or you can wait till fall for the next release. It's hard for me to know here because I'm in Iowa, and Iowa gets more of the Cedar Ridge products than you'll get elsewhere. So it's hard for me to know whether or not you can find this or not, but you can always order the Cedar Ridge products from their website or from one of the many online liquor stores that carry their products. It's got a really good pop. I can smell a little bit of maple, but it's not overbearing. Leave that open to breathe for a minute. So I get just barely a hint of a candy smell. It's like a maple candy, or maybe a maple syrup. You definitely get some corn, maybe roasted corn smells in there, and just a little bit of vanilla. So let's see what this tastes like on the palate. And if you hear things going off in the distance, I don't know if the speaker's picking that up, but I'm filming these episodes the weekend of 4th of July, so there may be some fireworks going off. It does have a sweet taste. And then it's kind of a little bit of some spicy notes. You do get the maple tastes, maybe even a rich maple sugar, but it's not sweet and it's not over the top like heavy maple syrup with all the sugars in there. So it's not overly sweet tasting. Just there's a little bit of sweetness in there. Definitely get some oak. There's caramel And again, some I think I may have noticed mentioned spice before, but more of a baking spice taste. And on the finish, it's a little bit of kind of warms, gives you a warming feeling. Um, some spiced sweetness, um, very balanced, not over the top. It's not excessively sweet, excessively maple sugary sweet taste, but it's just got that back taste of that maple syrup in the background. Not like hitting you in the face with it, but just a nice note of that. So, what we're going to do with this, um, I had looked up to find a cocktail to make with this. So this cocktail, I found it online, and it's called a Spiced Maple Bourbon Sour. So this is something that I thought would work well with this. So with this, in a shaker with ice, you will do 2 ounces of Sir Maple. Now I also had tried another maple bourbon that was, which one was that? Off top of my head, I can't remember what it was, but it was like just too sweet, and it tasted like they added maple syrup to it. That's why I was a little hesitant to even get this one, but people were telling me it was good, and they were right. It definitely didn't overdo the maple flavors. Doesn't taste like maple syrup's dumped into the barrel or into the bourbons or whiskeys. This just has a good taste in the back. So again, 2 ounces of the Sir Maple bourbon, then 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, half of an ounce of pure maple syrup. Now, this is low carb cocktails, so I use a maple. This is a maple walnut syrup. It's 0 carbs, 0 calories. So that doesn't have a heavy maple syrup taste, but it does give you that maple flavor. So half of an ounce of that. 1 to 2 dashes of aromatic bitters, and aromatic bitters that typically is Angostura, although there are others out there. And we'll do 2 dashes. And then we'll top with a dash of ginger beer, and this is just ginger beer that I'd kept from a previous cocktail that I made and didn't use all the ginger beer. So we will shake that. And that's pretty well chilled. And I have a rocks glass here with some ice. We'll strain into that. And it says just a splash of ginger beer. So we will just put a teeny bit in there. That may be more than a splash, don't know. And garnish this with cinnamon stick and dried citrus. Now, we used lemon in the drink, so we could use orange, or we could use another lemon, and I'll just use, since these are dehydrated, it won't really make it too much of a difference, but I'll use another lemon. And that's just on there just to look good. So hopefully that looks good. And that is the Spiced Maple Bourbon Sour. It's pretty good. I think that if you make it and you use a sweeter syrup, then you might like that more because probably needs a little bit more sweetness or a little less of the ginger beer. Maybe I put too much of. I was supposed to put a splash, but this does have a good taste. If you like a sweeter drink, you might want a little bit sweeter syrup. But otherwise, the lemon's in there, which is more sour. Ginger beer is not going to be less sweet. It's going to be more of a sour taste. So that's kind of what I would expect in this drink. And the bourbon, it actually has a good taste. You still taste that in here, and it's something that I think that you'll enjoy. So I'll ask that you do check out the description. There's a link for the distillery. If you want to buy any of their products, you can go there and find their products page. I've also got at the bottom of the description links to the Facebook page and the YouTube page, which you're already on. But I do ask that you will join the YouTube, subscribe to it so that you get notifications, and so that I can get the numbers up, so that I can do more on YouTube. You got to get above a certain number before they let you do most things, and I'm trying to push that number up just to be able to try out some of the other features that they have. So if you can help me get there, I'd appreciate it. Again, if we do get the numbers up, I am going to do a drawing after we pass 500 subscribers, and then some lucky winner will get a bottle of great bourbon or whiskey or something. I've got a couple things that I have in mind of things that are hard to get, and I think that you would enjoy any of those. So we'll pick one of those, and then I'll do the drawing once we get the numbers up. So come back next time to see what I have in store for you, and have a great week, and enjoy friends, family, and a great cocktail.